Maggie the Cat.
Has Big Mama gone?
She's gone. You know, our sex life didn't just peter out in the usual way. It was cut off short, long before the natural time for it to, and it'll revive again. Just as sudden as that. I'm confident of it. That's what I'm keeping myself attractive for when you see me again like other men see me. Yes, like other men see me. They still see me, Brick, and they like what they see. Some of them would give up their... Look, Brick, how high my body stays on me. Nothing's fallen. Not a fraction. Other men still want me. My face looks strange sometimes, but I've kept my figure as well as you've kept yours, and men admire that. I still turn heads on the street. Why, last week in Memphis, wherever I went, men's eyes burned holes through my clothes. At the country club, and restaurants, and department stores, there wasn't a man that I met or walked by that didn't just eat me up with his eyes and turn around when I passed him and look back at me. Why, at Alice's party for her New York cousins, the best-looking man in the crowd followed me upstairs and tried to force his way to the powder room with me. Followed me to the door and tried to force his way in.
Why didn't you let him, Maggie?
Because I'm not that common, for one thing. Not that I wasn't almost tempted to. I've thought a whole lot about it now. Now I know when I made my mistake. Yes, I made my mistake when I told you the truth about that thing with Skipper. Never should have confessed it. A fatal error telling you about that thing with Skipper.
Maggie, you need to shut up about that thing with Skipper. I mean it, you need to shut up about that thing with Skipper.
You ought to understand that it's Skipper and I.
You don't think I'm serious, Maggie? You're fooled by the way that I'm saying this so quiet. What you're doing is a dangerous thing that you're doing. You're flirting around with something that nobody ought to.
This time, I'm going to finish what I have to say to you. Skipper and I made love, if love you could call it, because it made both of us feel a little bit closer to you. You see, you son of a bitch, you ask too much of people. Of me, of him, of all the unlucky, poor damn sons of bitches that just happen to love you. There was a whole pack of them. Yes, a whole pack of them besides Skipper and I. You ask too goddamn much of the people that love you. You superior being. You godlike creature, and so we made love to each other. To dream it was you. Both of us, yes. Yes, truth, it's truth. What's so awful about it? I like it. I think the truth is... Yeah. I shouldn't have told you.
Skipper told me about that, not you, Maggie.
I told you.
After he did?
Well, what does it matter who? I can't stop myself. I'd go on telling you in front of all of them if I had to, because it's got to be told, and you never let me. It was one of those beautiful, ideal things they tell about in Greek legends. It couldn't be anything else, you being you. That's what made it so sad. That's what made it so awful. Because it was love that could never be carried through to anything satisfying or even talked about plainly. Brick, I tell you, you gotta believe me, Brick. I do understand all about it. I think it was noble. Can't you tell I'm sincere when I tell you I respect it? The only point I'm making is that life has got to be allowed to continue, even when the dream of life is all over. Why, I remember when we double dated at college. Gladys Fitzgerald and I, and you and Skipper. But it was more like a date between you and Skipper. Gladys and I was just sort of tagging along as if necessary to chaperone you, to make a good public impression.
You want me to hit you with this crutch, huh, Maggie? Huh? Don't you know I can kill you with this crutch?
Good Lord, man. Do you think I care if you did?
Man has one good, great thing in his life that is true. One good, great thing which is true. I have friendship with Skipper, and you are naming it dirty.
I'm not naming it dirty. I'm naming it clean.
Not love with you, Maggie, but friendship with Skipper. That was the good, true thing that I had. And you are naming it dirty.
Then you haven't been listening. Not understood what I'm saying. I'm naming it so damn clean that it killed poor Skipper. You two had something that had to be kept on ice. Yes, incorruptible. Yes. And death was the only icebox you could keep it in.
Maggie, I married you. Why would I marry you if I was...
Brick! Don't blame me yet. Let me finish. I know. Believe me, I know that it was only Skipper that ever harbored even any unconscious desire that was not perfectly pure between the two of you. Now, let me skip a little. You married me early that summer. We graduated out of Old Miss. We were happy, weren't we? Blissful, yes? In heaven together every time that we loved. But that fall, you and Skipper turned down wonderful offers of jobs in order to continue being football heroes. Pro football heroes. You organized the Dixie Stars that fall so you could keep on being teammates forever. But something wasn't right with it. Me included, between you. Skipper started hitting the bottle and you got a spinal injury. Couldn't play the Thanksgiving game in Chicago. Watched it from a TV and a traction bed from Toledo. I joined Skipper. The Dixie Stars lost because poor Skipper was drunk. We drank together that night. All night at the bar of the Blackstone. And when cold day was coming up over the lake and we were coming out drunk to take a dizzy look at it, I said, Skipper, stop loving my husband or tell him he's got to let you admit it to him, one way or another. And he slapped me hard on the mouth, and then turned and ran without stopping once. I'm sure of it, all the way back into his room at the Blackstone. When I came to his room that night, with a little scratch like a shy little mouse at his door, he made that pitiful, ineffectual little attempt to prove that what I was saying wasn't true. In that way, I destroyed him by telling him truth that he and his world, which he was born and raised, yours and his world, had been told him could not be told. From then on, Skipper was nothing but a receptacle for liquor and drugs. Why, who shot Cock Robin? I with my merciful arrow! Missed me. Sorry. I don't mean to whitewash my behavior, Christ no, but Brick, I'm not good. I don't know why people pretend to be good. Nobody's good. The rich or well-to-do can afford to respect social patterns. Conventional social patterns, but I can never afford to, yeah. But I'm honest. Give me credit for just that. Will you please? Born poor. Raised poor. Expected to die poor. Unless I manage something out of what Big Daddy leaves when he dies of cancer. But Brick, Skipper is dead. And I'm alive.